Hi. This week I thought I would try my hand at telling you what I sold in my Etsy store as well as my Instagram account, telling you what it sold for, what I paid for it, and what my total profit was for each item, given cost of goods and the Etsy fees. So, all right, here we go. First off, I should say that I had to put my store on vacation for almost a week because I was traveling for work. So it was on vacation for a lot of the week, and then I just turned it back on. I think it was today's Sunday on Wednesday. So since then, this is what I have sold. So the first one will be my Etsy items. Okay, so the first piece I sold once I turned my store back on was this brass metal crane. It actually it was sold in a pair, or they were trying to sell it as a pair, but somebody else wanted to buy a single one. Anyway, I paid $20 for this. I sold it for $68, and with Etsy fees, that gives me a profit of $43 on my little brass crane. Okay, so I also sold this little Dala pig. It is also a bank. And when I originally looked these up, they look like they did really well, like over $100. So I had priced mine at about $98. It had been sitting there for a while, especially for any kind of a dollar piece. I was like, I think I overpriced it. So I took an offer. It sold for $55. I paid about, I think I want to say I paid about $3. So with that, my profit on my little piggy was $46.80. Okay. I also sold this little handmade ceramic bud vase, as you can see. It is Japanese. You can see the Japanese mark sort of right in there. Just a really cool rustic piece. I think I paid about $3. It sold for $43. So given my fees and what I paid for it, my total profit was $36. Okay, so I don't usually buy a lot of books, but as I have stated before, I will always buy art books, especially if they're about a certain artist. This was a Canadian artist. I really didn't know anything about him, but his work is just beautiful. And I don't know if you can even see some of it. It's sort of awkward, but you can just even tell, just gorgeous. I don't usually do international shipping. I did open this up to Canadians because it's a Canadian artist. Anyway, it actually ended up selling to somebody in the States. I paid $3 and it sold for $38. So with my Etsy fees and cost of goods, my profit was on the book $30.60. Okay, I sold a couple pieces of artwork on my Etsy store as well. I sold this really pretty floral. I was actually surprised at how long it stayed in my store. I got this in a little town called Walla Walla in Washington, which I spend a lot of time at. It's an original piece of art. Not framed, but just really lovely. I paid $8 for this. It sold for $60, so my profit was $46.87. The last thing that I sold on Etsy this week was this wood marquette tree kit artwork. And it was these were sold sort of like the paint by numbers. So they were sold as kits. Anyway, I didn't know that. I learned something new. It has a great gold frame on it. I bought it at a little store called Fun Junk in Olympia. They've got just fun vintage, great clothing. My daughter loves shopping there, but she also sometimes has really affordable vintage art. I just love this. I like nudes. I paid $40 for it. So I paid quite a bit for it, thinking I could do okay. It sold for $132. So with my cost of goods and Etsy fees, my profit was $82.80. Okay, so that's all I sold in Etsy. My total sales, well, I'll tell you what my total sales is after this next piece. So I don't have a picture of it. I showed it in my last video last week. It was a mid-century metal wind chime. I also sold it along with a little wood sculpture that I had purchased. This person saw it on Instagram, and because my store was closed, I couldn't sell it on Etsy. So I just decided to sell it straight to her. So I paid $35 for both those pieces. I sold them to her for $300. So given what I paid and what I sold, plus shipping, because I included shipping in my price for her, my overall profit on that was $255. So overall, not a bad week for me at all, especially given my store was on vacation. So my overall profits this week were $542.80. So there's a little glimpse into my reselling world on Etsy and Instagram. I didn't sell anything in my Poshmark store, but my Poshmark store is really new and I'm still trying to sort of build that up. I have sold a couple things in it, but once I sell more, I will probably showcase that a little more. Okay, so that's all I have. Please remember to subscribe to my channel at Back to Mod. And if you'd like to take a look at some of my other items, I am on Etsy and Poshmark, and both my stores are called Back to Mod. You can find those links in my profile, and that's all I have. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, I'm back. I just wanted to take a few minutes to show you a few items that I purchased at an estate sale this weekend. I actually didn't go to any estate sales because I was away for a while, but on my way back home, I stopped by a sale that actually had been open for almost 2 days straight. So I didn't think I was going to get anything at the sale, but I just wanted to show you quickly what I got. Okay, I got this little boho table runner, very South American, fun colors, very bohemian, measures about 1.5, I would say, by 5. Fun piece. I'm doing a vintage market coming up, so I'll probably bring that to the market. Okay, more boho. I got this really long, thick wool runner. Great, again, really fun colors, measures about 3 by 8. I usually do really well on runners. Again, really great boho vibe. I'm doing a market, and at the market, there's a lot of younger women that come, and so I feel like boho items could do really well at this market. So I'm going to try my hand and bring it there. One of the first things I saw when I walked in, actually, and this woman was standing on it, was on the ground, and I had to ask really nicely if she could move over a little bit so I could grab the rug. She was very nice about it, but it's a little Persian rug. I think it measures about 3 by 5. Just really sweet, my kind of piece, a great little throw rug. Again, I will bring it to the market and hope I'll do okay. I bought another little concrete yard art, which I don't have right here. So all of that, I paid $65. Most of it, some of it was like $25 to $20, and the guy that was running the sale gave me a bulk deal because it was almost the end of the sale. So $65 for all of that, which is about $16 for each piece. I felt like that was a pretty good price. Again, I'm going to try my hand at the vintage market and we'll see how we do. Okay, thanks.